Hi Year 7, it's Mrs Emery in the library. I am sure during lockdown you have been set a lot of research tasks, so I thought I would put together a 5-minute video just to help you with some top tips when you are searching for information on the internet. Now in front of us we've got Google. I am sure that is probably the first place you will go if you're asked to do some research. Now I'm going to use music as an example because I know that your music teachers have suggested that you research a song that you like. Now I love Taylor Swift, the song Shake It Off. So I imagine you would just put that into Google. So we have this many results, 12,700,000. So how does Google know which is going to come first? So it does put the most popular first. So you will just get the YouTube of the song. You then have to scroll down and you've got the lyrics. You've got where you could get it to play from, Spotify and stuff. You have to go all the way down, all of this content. So this is because they have selected it for you. So I just want you to be aware when you're doing a Google search, don't just click on the very first thing that you see. We've got lots of different YouTube, goes all the way down here until we get to some actual information. So this is Wikipedia. It might be okay. You've been asked to say what the piece is. So it does say that it's an up-tempo dance pop track. So that might be quite useful. But as in the task it says, don't just copy and paste exactly what you see. Choose the relevant information. If we carry on scrolling down, you also get some news about Taylor Swift. It might want to sell you some stuff. So really what I want you to think about is who writes the information on the internet and why would they want you to read it? When it comes to this piece of work, really, you have to be thinking about vocabulary for music. So it might be, you might put in music vocabulary and you know your key stage 3. So it might be that you already know of some decent websites to help you. Always take notice of decent websites that your teachers recommend to you. So you know that Bite Size would have some music content. Again, this is a featured snippet that Google has chosen for you. I'm not saying it isn't useful because some of this might be good, but just be aware of how Google works. This is TES, which is for teachers. So that's not so great. Images, sometimes they're good. Then we get to Bite Size, which I think would be really useful. So again, don't just click on the very first thing that you see. Make sure you go to websites that you've heard of and think about who made them. The one last thing I'm going to tell you is to take a look at the actual address. So if you see .com here, that means it's a company. If it's a .co.uk, it's a UK-based company. But there are orgs, organisations, ORG. But what I love is SCHUK. So that means it's a school. So you can tell who's written the information by the address in the URL. That's called the www.bit is a URL, a universal resource locator. So have a little look at those addresses to give you a clue as to who wrote the information. So putting whole questions in here is sometimes useful. So what is the song Shake It Off by Taylor Swift about is something you've been asked to find out. And it does then specify a little bit more that it's all the bad talk and criticism from people and the media. But again, I've had to scroll all the way down and pick that out of just that tiny snippet. Okay, this is from songofastory.com. So we might be quite happy to use that website. Then you can click on it and see who's written it and whether you think it's useful. So if you do get stuck and you can't find any information that you need, I'm on Show My Homework. You can message me that way and I'll be happy to help you with any of the research tasks that you've been given. Good luck and see you soon.